Okay, so we're going to do absolute value. I'm just going to zoom it in and see if we can get this to work. So this is chapter 2. This is a different camera, and this is very awkward. So this is chapter 2, and we're just going to say absolute value graphs. Okay? And I'm going to give you a formula how we're going to do this. This is going to be vertex form. And we're not going to do anything else but vertex form. So we're going to try to make this as easy as possible. And so we're just going to do that. And that's a great big blue wall holding up the camera. That's nice. So this is vertex form. Y equals absolute value of x minus h, absolute value plus k. This is similar to y equals mx plus b, but this is for absolute value graphs. Okay? So, vertex, if you don't know what vertex is, this is going to be basically our starting point. And it is either going to be the high point or the low point. Okay? So that being said, let's go ahead and do a problem here, and then I'm going to pass out your worksheet and do a problem on that as well. Here's going to be a problem. Y equals okay. Okay, so this is how we're going to do this. So basically what this is, and I wish I had different colors, I don't. This right here, this is going to be our x value. This right here is going to be our y value. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to take this and I'm going to get this point. 2, 3. Okay, how did the 2 turn from a negative 2 to a positive 2? It goes back to the formula. The formula is x minus, what am I subtracting? X minus a positive 2, right? So just know that this one is backwards, this one is forwards. Okay, now I'm ready to graph. That's all the work I have to do. Okay, do the best you can on this. This is my start point. 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I didn't go over this yet, but the slope of this, if I had a slope, what number comes before this? It'd be a 1, right? So the slope is 1. So this is what I want you to do. You want to go up 1, right 1. And then from this point, you want to go up 1, left 1. And then you draw your graph like this. Okay. Okay, I'm going to pass out your worksheet so you can actually work on graph paper. And that's it. Don't make this harder than it is. Basically, we have a right graph and a left graph. Just like with absolute value, we have a right answer and a left answer, right? And then the second thing we're doing today is easy also. Don't make this hard. Okay. So let's look at number 1. And I don't know if this can focus enough to get this done on this board. But I'm going to rewrite number 1 so you can see it. And I'm just doing the best I can for people at home. All right. So we need to just come up with this point. Well, how come I don't have a number by the x? Because it's 0. So this would be my start point, wouldn't it? See if you can graph that. Okay, mine's not the best here, but start point 0, 2 would be here, right? Okay. And again, for our purposes, we're either going to have a 1, or I'm going to show you the other purposes. So I'm going to go up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. This is half of it. The other half of the graph is going to be up 1, left 1. Okay, questions? All right, let's see if I can make it harder. Let's look at 3. Okay, it has something different. Okay, so let's go back to your notes so I can kind of discuss what that negative is going to do. The problem with this is it wastes paper. So I'm going to add something to your vertex form here. So you're going to have to write something down again. And we're not going to get much beyond this. I'm going to add a little a here. There could be a number there. Okay, and I did my Castilian K. So that's a K. All right, so this right here, for our purposes, is either going to be a positive 1, which means it's not going to be there, or a negative 1. And this is what your graph is going to look like if it's a positive. This is what your graph is going to look like if it's a negative. Does that make sense? Positives goes up, negatives goes down. And what I'm going to tell you, this form is not just used in absolute value. There's a bunch of other vertex forms that we use to graph things. Okay, so let's go back to that worksheet and see if we can do this problem and see if we're done. And again, I wish the camera did a little bit better job with resolution. You can't see that at all, can you? But you can see this. So let's see what the point is. Well, I have something here. I should have something here, right? Can I do that? So my point is negative 1, comma 0. Where did I get the negative 1 from? Remember, this one basically is the opposite. X minus a negative 1 would equal a positive 1, right? That's where it comes from. That's what you got to remember. That's the hard part. So this point would go here. And which way should I count? Down 1, right 1. Down 1, right 1. Down 1, left 1. Down 1, left 1. And this is as hard as it gets. Go ahead and finish this worksheet, and we can go over some more if we need to. And I'm going to see if this video worked at all, if it has a microphone or anything. It's probably going to sound very muffled. Okay.